Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to request reviews for our apps. Then I'll show you how to add some logic before requesting a review, because since we can only prompt users up to 3 times a year, we need to be smart about when to do it. Let's start with the basics. I already have a sample app to demonstrate the request review feature. If you would like to learn how to build this sample project, check out the video linked in the description below. First, we need to import StoreKit. Then, we need to set up the environment variable so we can request a review. After that, all you need to do is call requestReview anywhere in your view. In my case, it will show the prompt right after I tap the plus icon to add an item. But as you can see, this isn't a pleasant experience for the user, being asked for a review immediately after their first action in the app. Apple also points out in here that we should never ask for a review at the cost of interrupting the user while they are trying to accomplish something in the app. They also make it clear that you shouldn't ask for a review immediately after the app launches. The idea here is to give the user some time to explore and actually use your app. Let's get started. First, I'll quickly undo what I set up earlier for the basic demonstration. Let's open a new Swift file and name it ReviewGate. Import SwiftUI and StoreKit. This class will be observable and accessible anywhere in the app, so we don't have to pass it down through subviews. The launch threshold is up to you. Pick a number that fits your app and use case. I'll use 3 here to make the demonstration quick and easy to follow. We need to persist a few values using app storage, in other words, user defaults. Let's define our keys up front. Launch count will be the integer that tracks down how many times the user returns to the app. I'll use an isArmed flag to indicate when we are ready to ask for a review after certain conditions are met. Those conditions depend on last prompted version and stored version. In short, we'll check whether we've already asked for a review in the current app version or not. We can read the current app version from the info dictionary like this. Now that we have everything we need, let's set up the logic. I'll count how many times the app becomes active. If the app version changes, say after I release new features, I'll reset the counter and the isArmed flag. This way, we don't miss the opportunity to ask for a review for the new version. I'll be ready to show the review prompt only if I haven't already asked in the current version of the app and the user has opened the app enough times, which we will check with launch count. After that, I'll wait for a meaningful action, something central in your app, and once it's completed, I'll update my variables and trigger the review request. Now let's head over to Content View, which is the entry point of the app. Here, we'll add the review gate and the scene path. I'll pass review gate into the environment so every subview of Content View can access it. And finally, I'll use scene path to keep track how many times the user comes back to the app. We are ready to go any view where you would like to place the trigger. Import StoreKit and then bring in both requestReview and ReviewGate as environment variables. Don't forget to pass the ReviewGate environment in the preview as well, otherwise the preview will crash. In my case, I'll add a button in Item Detail view. I'm assuming the user has already interacted with the app here, so it's a good place to ask for a review. Now let's say this button represents a meaningful action in my app. Right here, I'll call requestReview. Let's run the app to see it in action. Remember that I set the threshold to 3. So the app will wait until I've opened it at least 3 times. Then when I click the button, it will prompt the review request. Also keep in mind that in debug mode, the review request will always pop up. But in the distributed version of the app, Apple may choose not to show the prompt if you try to ask too often. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video to support us.